HapKiDo has the purpose of education for the whole man through the sound mind, posture, and life. And it gives us a healthy and long life by controlling our strength through Tanjan Hohap, that it may be so popular as the art of self-defense. HapKiDo has been developed with thousands of various skills, and now there are around 5 million people who are practicing it domestically and internationally. Celebrating the 50th anniversary of our liberation, we have first made this text videotape in our country. This is for the beginners and the intermediate course and is made up for all those to learn easily, and that for the advanced will be made sooner and later. This text tape contains our wishing that the leading martial art, HapKiDo, spreads worldwide, that the ideology of our national foundation, humanitarianism, may be accomplished on this earth as soon as possible.
단전 호흡.
There is strength in everything on the universe. Though unseen, it fills the universe and becomes the source of existence and activity. The strength of the universe is connected with our life through breathing, and its center is Tanjan, located right under the belly button. Through Tanjan Hohap, we can take the strength of sky and earth and mix it with our strength at Tanjan. And at the appropriate time, we can instantly use the concentrated strength at the specific part of our body that we may have superpower. It is the main way of Tanjan Hohap to practice it with undivided attention to Tanjan. Now we see the each step of Tanjan Hohap. First, take a deep breath and stop. Then have a pose of horse riding.
단전 호흡 앞으로. 단전 호흡 밑으로. 단전 호흡 위로. 단전 호흡 옆으로. 단전 호흡 바로.
Here is the serial motion of the Tanjan Hohap.
권법.
Mankind stands straight and uses his hands freely that he may produce a great progress of civilization. We can use our hands the most simply to attack and defend, and our hands can be the weapon to effectively win the enemy against us. Kwanpub involves the skill used by each part of hands, including elbows. When training for this Kwanpub, we should concentrate our strength of Tanjan on the tip of our hands to use the power at the very moment and become proficient to strike the vital part of the enemy.
권법 1번 중직권 지르기 2번 절관수 지르기 3번 장저 지르기 4번 역수도 치기 5번 망치 내려치기 6번 수도 내려치기 권법 바로 발차기
The foot of mankind is slower than fierce animals, but swift to every direction, and it has great power as 3 times as the hand. In particular, the foot is more useful for a long-distance attack because it is longer than the hand. The palchaki of HapKiDo has such different types, and we can use them in a very proper time and way. Once we start to kick, we have to attack so quickly and sharply and prepare for the next action with good balance of the body. The following is all the steps of Tanshik palchaki.
1번 뒤꿈치 차올리기 2번 안다리 차넣기 3번 찍어차기 4번 발끝차기 5번 옆차기 6번 뒤꿈치 차돌리기 7번 뒤꿈치 차내리기 8번 무릎차 올리기 9번 족도 차 밀어넣기 10번 뒤꿈치 하태부 차돌리기
'The next action is pokshik palchaki. That is the skill to attack the 2 parts of the enemy's body with 1 foot, or to strike more than 2 with 2 feet at a time. The original of HapKiDo is Chesu. It is extremely marvelous that its developed skill is far better than any other martial art. The main skill of palchaki is its speed and exactness. Therefore, you should always practice them with a supposed enemy. Is each step of pokshik palchaki.
한발 복식. 1번 발끝 차고 옆차기. 2번 옆차기 하단 상단. 3번 안다리 차놓고 찍어차기. 4번 안다리 차고 바깥다리 차기. '양발 복식. 1번 좌우 옆차기. 2번 발끝 차고 점프 찍어차기. 3번 사방차기. '발끝 차고 찍어차기. 돌려차기 상단. 돌려차기 하단. 양발 벌려 올려차기. 두 발 모아 올려차기. 낙법.
It is necessary to practice the skill of falling to resist the enemy, or to preserve your brain and heart, or to have a speed attack pose. There are different types of nakpub in HapKiDo, and they should be properly used instantly.
전방 낙법. 후방 낙법. 회전 낙법. 장거리 회전 낙법. 법진형.
Pubjin-hyung should be used after practicing all the former skills, including Tanjun Hohup, Hwonpub, Palchaki, Nakpub. When practicing this Pubjin-hyung, you should not be partial to any part such as hands, feet, and breath, but only be equal to every course in order to show the whole power of the body. You should start strongly and softly, act accurately, breathe properly for equally balanced strength and power. If you are good at this Pubjin-hyung, you will improve your internal and external strength. And keeping on exercising that, you will finally have complete and excellent skill of Pubjin-hyung. If you are perfectly finished with this Pubjin-hyung, you can proficiently do all kinds of skills so that you may effectively defend yourself against the attack anytime and anywhere. And also, your regular breath changes into Tanjun Hohup, so you're filled with strength to feel confident in everything. The each step of Popjenhyung is as follows.
호신술.
In our modern society, with a keen competition and complexity, anyone can face an unexpected danger. Hoshin-sul is to protect ourselves from various kinds of harm or danger outside. This Hoshin-sul must be used at once, destroying the enemy to get out of the danger in a moment. Accordingly, the art of Hoshin-sul should be used with boldness and accuracy and be automatically connected with the next action. And there is an advanced level named HapKiDo with which you can take advantage of the opponent's power. It gives us the merit that even both the old and the weak, including women, can protect themselves in safety by learning a few skills of that. The Hoshin-sul of HapKiDo has different kinds of skills such as Sunmak Hoshin-sul, Wibak-sul, Yosung Hoshin-sul, Pangwan-sul, Pangjok-sul. And there are more skills for that included. Pangam-sul to control the death weapons, Son-sul to attack first, Yeonhang-sul, Hobak-sul, and Mugi-sul with weapons like staffs. And also many other skills like Ian-tu and Samin-tu against many enemies at a time. Those who learn HapKiDo should keep in mind its basic attitude that emphasizes not on attack, but on defense. And now you'll see each action of Hoshin-sul against the danger anyone can face in his daily life. If you finish Tanjan Hohup, Hwonpub, Palchaki, Nakpub, Hubjinhyung, you can learn each step of Hoshinsul. It has a great number of skills. Its main skills are Sonmok Hoshinsul, Wibaksul, Pangkwansul, Pangjaksul, Yeonhengsul, Hobaksul, Sansul, Ugasul. And there are more thousands of skills applied by these ones. The next tape will contain all the steps of Hoshinsul that anyone can easily learn, including the beginners, both man and woman, the old and the young. HapKiDo, our traditional martial art, has been developed for the national defense in our history. The HapKiDo, which controls our strength through Tanjan Hohup, is so popular as a Hashinsul, the art of self-defense nowadays, for it keeps our health and our body from the dangerous situation. HapKiDo is the most scientific exercise and a future martial art that you can protect yourselves, making use of the power of your opponent, and adjust yourselves to the principle of the universe and the body with circular motion based on Tanjan. Tanjan Hohup is the basis of HapKiDo. Through the Tanjan Hohup, we can take the strength of sky and earth and mix it with our strength at Tanjan, the part right under the belly button, so that we can be filled with strength in our body for health and power. Hwonpub is the only distinction of the mankind who stands upright and uses hands. The basis of attack and defense is the hand. To exercise Hwonpub, which uses hands and arms, is the basic step of Hoshinsul, the self-defense. Our feet have power 3 times more than our hands and also are long that we can effectively defeat the enemy with the feet. So we need to train ourselves to use our 2 feet skillfully. Nakpub, the skill of falling, is as important as Hwonpub and Palchaki because it makes us destroy the attack of the enemy and take the opportunity for attack. And also it protects our brain and heart, the most important part of our body. Therefore, we have to practice it to softly fall and jump up. The course to improve all the above skills with serial motions is Pubjinhyung. If you perfectly exercise the Pubjinhyung, you are through with all the basic steps for Hoshinsul, the skill of self-defense. It is the specific action with light and soft motion like water runs. After finishing all these courses, you can start to learn the skill of Hoshinsul. It is a necessary exercise of the modern people, for it keeps our body as well as human dignity and honor. Now you see the steps of Hoshinsul. Through the actions slowly one after another and then normally together, anyone can easily get the art of Hoshinsul. We really hope that you learn this Hoshinsul exactly and well to protect yourself from danger.
손목 호신술.
This is cheeky when you are taken by the wrist.
1번 팔꿈치로 명치치기. 2번 각권 안면치기. 3번 수도로 목치기. 4번 반손목 치고 수도 목치기. 5번 팔들어 겨드랑치기. 6번 반손목 치고 뒤돌아 명치치기.
'This is goki when you are taken by the wrist.
1번 상박부의 칼넣기. 2번 V자로 꺾기. 3번 좌회전하여 꺾기. 4번 우회전하여 꺾기. 5번 손목 내려 꺾기. 6번 손목 X자 꺾기.
'This is tonjigi when you are taken by the wrist.
1번 정면 업어치기. 2번 허리로 들어 던지기. 3번 상박부 잡고 던지기.
'This is Yeonggul-soo when you are taken by the wrist.
1번 발끝으로 차고 V자 꺾기. 2번 수도로 목치고 발 걸어 던지기. 3번 각권 치고 뒤돌아 꺾고 안다리 차넣기. 4번 안손목 치고 뒤돌아 명치 치고 안면치기. 5번 칼 놓고 우회전하여 꺾기. 6번 X자로 꺾고 상박구 잡아 던지기.
'This is Yeongyul-soo when you are taken by the inside of the wrist.
1번 발끝 차고 좌회전하여 꺾기. 2번 칼 놓고 뒤돌아 손목 꺾기. 3번 맞잡고 뒤돌아 손목 꺾기. 4번 안다리 차놓고 좌회전 후 다시 안다리 차넣기. 5번 팔꿈치 치고 좌회전하여 꺾기. 6번 목 당겨 무릎 차 올리고 팔꿈치로 등 내려치기. 7번 X자로 꺾고 치켜 올려 상박부 잡아 던지기.
'This is when you are taken from the side of you.
안칼 끝에 놓고 꺾기.
'This is when you are taken by two wrists.
양팔 당겨 무릎 차 올리고 십자로 우회전 꺾기.
'This is when you are taken by one wrist with your opponent's two hands.
손목 내려 꺾고 우회전하여 꺾기. '의복술.
This is when you are taken by the low part of the sleeve.
안칼 끝 넣어 꺾기.
'This is when you are taken by the middle part of the sleeve.
팔 감아 내려 꺾기.
'This is when you are taken by the shoulder.
중지권 찌르고 겨드랑 내려 꺾기.
'This is when you are taken by the back neck.
팔꿈치 감아 내려 꺾기.
'This is when you are taken by the front neck.
V자 꺾기.
This is when you're taken up by the neck.
수삼리를 잡고 좌회전하여 꺾기.
This is when you're taken down by the belt.
손목 내려 꺾고 뒤돌아 손목 꺾기.
This is when you're taken up by the belt.
발끝 차고 우회전하여 꺾기.
This is when you're taken by the back neck from the back side.
손등 잡고 겨드랑 내려 꺾기.
This is when you're taken by the elbow from the back side.
팔 걸어 팔꿈치로 명치치기.
This is when you're taken by the belt from the back side.
수도로 목 치고 칼 넣고 우회전하여 꺾기.
This is when you're taken by the arm from the side.
손목 내려 꺾고 우회전 꺾기.
This is when you're taken inside of the arm from the back side.
내려 꺾고 가슴 차기.
This is when you're taken outside of the arm from the back side.
위로 빼고 팔꿈치로 늑골 명치 2번 치기.
This is when you're taken from the front side.
목 돌려 꺾기. 방권술.
To defend when a fist comes up.
치기 1번. 막기 2번. 막기 3번. 막기 4번. 막기 5번. 치기 1번. 정권으로 명치치기. 2번. 각권으로 안면치기. 3번. 수도로 목치기. 4번. 팔꿈치로 늑골치기. 5번. 호흡으로 목치기. 꺾기 1번. 상박부 칼넣기. 2번. 우회전하여 꺾기. 3번. 좌회전하여 안다리 차넣기. 4번. 수삼리를 잡고 좌회전하여 꺾기. 5번. 좌회전하여 꺾기. 6번. 하퇴부 당겨 꺾기. '연결수 1번. 수도로 목치고 발걸어 던지기. 2번. 호구치고 우회전하여 꺾기. 3번. 칼 넣고 좌회전하여 꺾기. 4번. 손목 올려 꺾고 가슴 차고 우회전. 5번. 호구치고 좌회전하여 꺾기. 6번. 무릎으로 가슴 차고 등 내려치기. '방족술.
To defend when yupchagi comes up.
막기 1번. 막기 2번. 막기 3번. 막기 4번. 막기 5번. 치기 1번. 팔꿈치 내려치기. 2번 발끝으로 대퇴 붙이기. 3번 정권으로 대퇴 붙이기. 4번 뒤돌아 팔꿈치로 등치기. 꺾기. 1번 발목 돌려 꺾기. 2번 X로 오금 감아 꺾기. 3번 무릎으로 오금 눌러 꺾기. 던지기. 1번 하태부 차서 던지기. 2번 좌회전하여 발 걸어 던지기. 3번 우회전하여 발 걸어 던지기. '방투술'.
When two hands are coming up to take you.
1번 팔꿈치로 앞면 치고 허리 감아 던지기. 2번 무릎으로 가슴 차고 우회전하여 꺾기.
'When you're taken from two hands.
1번 한 손 내려치고 V자 꺾기. 2번 한 손 내려치고 목 감아 허리 내려 꺾기.
'When someone is about to throw you away.
1번 우회전하여 겨드랑 맞기. 2번 좌회전하여 겨드랑 맞기. 3번 팔 올려 맞고 팔꿈치로 가슴 내려치기. '방검술'.
When someone stabs right from the front.
막기 1번. 2번. 막기 3번. 치기. 손목 치고 안면 찍어 차기. 꺾기. 1번 우회전하여 꺾기. 2번 손등 꺾고 가슴 차기. 3번 상박부의 칼 넣기.
'When someone stabs outward from the inside.
팔꿈치 잡고 어깨 당겨 발 걸어 던지기.
When someone stabs inward from the outside.
목 감아 발 걸어 던지기.
When someone stabs downward from the upside.
목 감아 업어 던지기. 선술.
To attack first.
1번 칼 넣고 뒤돌아 손목 꺾기. 2번 팔꿈치 치고 우회전하여 꺾기. 3번 안다리 차놓고 좌회전하여 다시 안다리 차놓기. 4번 연행술. 5번 연행술. 6번 연행술. 7번 연행술. 8번 연행술. '단장술.
When a fist comes up.
막기 1번. 막기 2번. 막기 3번. 치기 1번 오금 돌려치기. 2번 하태부 치기. 1번 겨드랑 꺾어 던지기. 2번 팔감아 꺾어 던지기.